Good evening. Welcome to Psychics that Plans. I'm Aeson Knight, and of course, with me tonight is my operations manager, Techie Joe. How are you, darling?
I'm doing well. How are you this evening?
Better.
Hey, Brenda.
Hello, Brenda. How are you?
So what got you better?
Oh, medicine. Let's go there. So what has it been? 2 weeks? 3 weeks?
Somewhere in there.
Yeah, 3 weeks.
Yeah.
No. First week of January. Yeah, the first week of January. It was Saturday the 6th.
Yeah.
I began having stomach problems again. Lovely. Okay, reset the diet. Went back to soup.
Jeez.
Yeah. Had to cancel
Soup and hamburgers. Soup and hamburgers.
Soup and hamburgers.
You know. There's that.
Still continued to have problems. Got a hold of Super Doc. He said, okay, I'll send you some medicine. He sent me some medicine. Problem is, it doesn't get along with any of my other medicines.
Well, yeah, it's got some specialty timing.
Uh-huh.
So yeah. It's been an experience.
It is.
So,
it is.
Yeah, we've been doing a lot of, wake the Aeson to take the pill, and then if you want to get up, you can. If you don't want to get up, you don't have to.
Right.
You do you.
Well, right. And you do you works for a little while. Then it's now
It does.
oh no, we're doing this for a month or 2 or 3. And we're eating more than we've ate in years.
Yeah, lots of the eating.
Yeah.
You've been struggling with that one a fair bit.
I have been. Granted, it's smaller portions and all that, and I get all that, but it's 4 times a day. Are you serious?
Yeah, well, it's how you're supposed to be eating anyway.
I know.
I'm just saying.
I know.
It is.
So, we have to redo our base plan to adapt for this. Because, base plan had 2 administrations of medication, not 6.
Yes.
Well, 7.
Oh, yeah, I guess it does work out to that many.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a lot.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Okay. I'll give you that it's a lot.
Yeah.
So, but yeah.
Yeah. So how's your week been?
It could have been better.
Okay.
A lot of snow and ice, a lot of having to scrape the car, a lot of being a little tired of that. But hey, we're coming out of it.
We are.
Honestly, with tomorrow's temperatures, if it's not all gone in the next day or so, it will. Or well, if it's not all gone tomorrow, it should be gone in the next day or so. That's what I'm trying to say.
Hopefully, unless Mother Nature goes, "I'll hold my beer."
They don't seem to be calling for that, but you never put it past her.
Right.
You just never put it past her.
Right. And of course, I've been doing some slow cooking, oven slow cooking through this. We're stocked up on chicken. We're stocked up on ham.
There are delicatessens that have less chicken and ham than we have.
If so, I'm worried about their business.
Because
I only done 2 hams and 4 chickens.
It's a lot of ham and chicken.
It is. I wish I had probably 4 more of each.
But made the case for a meat slicer.
I have.
Yes, Brenda, great weather for oven cooking. Like, we're not doing the turn the oven to like 500 and prop the door open to heat the house, but it does add a little when you have it sitting at like 200 and something.
275,
Just a
250 to
little.
275. And that way we'll have it for in the summer when it's too hot to turn on the stove. Grab a bag out of the freezer.
I doubt the ham will still be here by summer. Or the chicken exactly will still be here by summer, but it does start a process in which, if we keep doing this every time it drops really low, we can build up to that.
Right.
So, yeah.
And we've made some banana bread that didn't survive.
No.
We've got some banana bread to cook tonight.
Oh, do we? We have more?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So your bananas finally ripened?
They're finally starting to show black. That means they can go right into the banana bread.
Hey, there you go. Yeah. Gotta love it. Gotta love it.
Mm-hmm.
So you're going to do the oven banana bread again, or are you going to try the crock pot version?
I'm going to do the oven banana bread again.
Okay.
You can get crock pot banana bread in the summer.
Okay.
Well,
are you going to put it? Are you going to split it between two pans again, or just all in one?
I think I'm going to do all in one and make you a thicker slice.
Thank you.
It'll
bake longer. It'll take longer to bake.
It does. It does.
Mm-hmm.
So what's been your most surprising thing through this little winter storm?
My most surprising thing through the winter storm?
I'm
trying to think. I don't feel like we had any big surprises.
No.
I think the worst was the ginormous icicle off the drip loop for the cable. That kind of shocked me.
Say it again.
Oh, I forgot to tell you, the ginormous icicle off the drip loop for the cable service coming into the house.
Oh, lovely.
So they do the little spiral.
Right.
Like, comes off the pole and it gets to the house, it does the loop, and it's a drip loop.
Right.
So that you don't like track water into the house and stuff like that. Okay. So yeah, so we have icicles, of course, as anyone does. And so I wasn't really looking and paying attention to what the icicles were or what they were on. I just assumed they were all on the roof line. Yeah, no, apparently we had one form on the drip loop. So there was that lovely moment where I was like, okay, let me just smack it and hopefully it'll break free. And the first smack did break it free of the roof line. And then this entire 4.5 foot icicle is yanking on the drip loop. And I'm like, oh God, no. So I had to smack it again and hope. And it did. It left like that much ice on the drip loop though. And I'm like, we can survive that. Yeah. But no, it's been a process. There's a whole line of icicles that if it were not heating up tomorrow, I probably would have taken the effort to go knock down. But I think we're going to be fine.
Yeah. No,
I'm not too worried about them.
That, and I'm not worried. If anyone's that close to my house, they can get impaled by an icicle.
Well, no, it's just we don't want them flying out the windows and stuff like that because these are not small. But no, I think the other surprising thing was going out to this evening, and I was like, the car's going to be a disaster, and the roads are still going to be bad, but I have to go out. We needed a few things, and I was just like, this is gonna suck. And it didn't.
Good.
The car had mostly cleared today, other than literally the windshield.
Right.
And apparently since their school tomorrow, or at least they're trying. They have cleared all the roads.
Good.
So it's literally once we get out of the driveway, which
Right.
we have not shoveled,
No,
because it's gravel.
you don't shovel a gravel driveway.
Well, you can. No one wants to.
No.
Like
We didn't
No.
get anybody coming and knocking on the door asking to shovel either.
No. How old are you?
You know how old I am.
Like, I'm sorry, those kids now have 401ks.
Well, I understand that.
Like, they don't exist anymore.
Right.
They're full-grown adults now. Like,
Right.
we don't, no, we don't have a neighborhood full of kids that are going to be allowed to go door to door to shovel driveways for cash. Plus, with inflation the way it is, how quick are you going to want to punch that kid for asking for a 50?
Not too quick, because he's got some work to do.
Fair enough. Lock on the dog's tie out for quick potty time keeps freezing shut. You know, we've got the Clippy deal, and it keeps wanting to lock up.
Yeah.
Like, I have to stand there and hold it until it, like, the metal, because it's a metal on metal, like stricture, and it's like I have to stand there and hold it until it gets happy.
Right.
Yeah, I have to keep holding it till it gets happy. It doesn't take long. It doesn't take a whole lot, but if you just stand there and hold it, which, because we keep it on because we have the little eyelet hook loop for the screen door, and that's what we attach it to. Yeah, I have to do the brace the door, pop the loop, grab the chain, put the hook back in, all while the dog's really trying to go out.
Right.
And it's like, no, buddy.
No.
Yeah. No.
If you could behave and stay in the yard, I wouldn't put you on a tie out, but you can't behave.
No. He also can't come in. Like,
right.
Today is, I think, the first time we've gotten him in out of the snow. This is where we're at. We cannot get this dog in from the snow.
Right.
This was the first time today we managed to do it without having to bribe him.
Well, yeah. See, I have they are the gentle parents.
Oh, no, I had some choice words for him earlier.
Okay.
Yeah. He wasn't giving a shit what I said.
Again, I heard it. I walked in. Gizmo, come. Here he comes scampering. Yeah.
So yeah, at least we got him. But no. So that's basically been the process. What was your biggest surprise?
Let's see. Overall, we didn't lose power. We have had enough propane. Everything's been stocked up. And everyone's been kind of doing the things, without getting me having to get barky. That and I've not killed anybody.
Yeah, it's the Australian Shepherd. Shill is the same. He wants to stay out and wants back out again 10 minutes later. Yeah, that's what we're pretty much. I don't know. I'll give Gizmo credit. He is not, like, jumping to go back. Like, he's not doing anything to alert to go back out.
Right.
Like, at least his alerts are honest.
Right.
Like, he alerts it's now.
Right.
Like, it's not a false alarm. There's no false alarms with him.
Right.
Like, he alerted he needed out.
Right.
Period. End of discussion. Now, that said, Vlad is the one who will con his way out 10 minutes later.
Yeah.
But even he's been kind of like, I'm kind of done with this.
Well, I think it's because there's not so many trucks going through. Like, his thing is he likes to go out and sit and watch tractor trailers go up and down the snow.
Yes. Well, up and down the road, period.
Right.
Like, if it weren't for the tree foliage in the summer, this is what he would do all day long.
Yeah.
Like.
All right.
Like, if we get him an iPad and let him play the trucker game, he might be fine.
Okay. We both have iPads, but I don't feel like risking mine with his paws.
No. See, that's where I'm at. If we can get him to play with his nose, that might not be super bad.
Yeah.
But.
So here's the insane plan. That isn't that insane.
Mm-hmm.
We're just moving my start times to work a little. And then my private times are a little bit more open. And moving mom over to Saturday.
Or from Saturday?
From Saturday.
Yeah.
Yeah. Woohoo. So, here we go. Let's make this make sense.
Always.
And no, we are not decorating it. We're just using it because we'll get there. Red, black. I don't know. Let's start with the easy ones, and I'll fill this in as we kind of talking through, like, what do you do when you have you've got to meet certain demands, but at the same time, you've got chronic illness. Part of it is leaving, like, flexibility in your plans.
Mm-hmm.
Like, don't plan stuff out 6 months in advance.
Yeah, that can be a little dangerous.
Yeah.
Just a little.
Yeah. All right. So let's start with you. What are you doing to the world this week?
Well, I'm actually in Princeton on Tuesday.
Okay.
So I'll be leaving here about 9. And of course, this is that trip that's going to be kind of open-ended on return. We hope by 8 p.m.
Okay. Yeah, because we don't have a guest.
Realistically, I should be home by 5.
Okay.
That would be my theory.
Okay.
Let's see. Monday, I have my telehealth from 2:15 to 3:15.
Yep. I'm at the gym.
Yep. And so then Friday, I have Eric from 11 to noon.
Okay.
All right. And then the Invisible.
Mm-hmm.
Works Monday 3 to 8.
I forgot I killed his pen.
Oh no, Mr.
It died.
No.
Like, we're going to have to do an I don't know. I may do a jet pen order.
Ooh.
Okay.
No, 3 to 8 on Monday.
Okay.
All right. Tuesday is noon to 8.
Okay.
Thursday is 11 to 7.
Okay.
Friday is 4 to 9. And that's everything we have to this point.
Wow, they're actually giving him shifts.
You know, like, being able to show up and or work in general or manage while everyone else is calling out does help.
Right.
Because that was sort of their situation last week.
Yeah.
It was a struggle.
It was. I was really surprised, but then I started looking at the weather, and I know most of them will walk to work.
Mm-hmm.
And this is kind of leading me into a topic too.
Mm-hmm.
So I can understand them calling out like, no, I can't walk a half hour to work in this.
or I can't take my normal 30-minute walk to work and turn it into a 2-hour slip and slide where I might get hit by a car and I might freeze to death on the way home.
Right.
Or get hit by a car.
Right.
Yeah. Now, we'll give them credit. They did close early. So for a few of the nights, at least the nights he was working.
Right.
They went ahead and closed a good bit early.
They did. It was very nice of them. Now, did you see what Walmart's up in Rochester did?
No.
Well, the associates that were able to make it in, they thought they would reward them.
Okay. This does not sound bad.
They handed out ramen noodles and crackers.
That does not sound like a reward.
No.
That does not sound like a reward. So how bad did this go over?
Well, apparently it's going around TikTok that they couldn't even afford pizzas that they make there.
Yeah. You'd think, right?
So,
I mean, especially since you could just mark it as waste.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, who's gonna know?
Right.
Who's gonna know?
And I was thinking back to like nursing days and, all that comparatively about winter storms and hotels. And even like some of my nursing friends were showing off the hotels their place booked for them. Oh, crap. And I'm like, really? Walmart could only afford a 28 cents. Everyone's saying 55 cents. I don't know where you buying your ramen at, people.
Yeah, if you're handing it out in bulk. Like, like I would assume, since you've already gone for the cheapest gift you could possibly have given someone.
All right.
I'm assuming you're distributing out of a bulk pack.
Right. And those are $4.84.
And remind me again, is that 10 or 20?
That is 10.
Okay. So, yeah, 40 some cents.
Right.
So, yeah, that plus crackers.
Right.
Was it like at least a whole sleeve?
No, it was just like, here's a sleeve of crackers for everyone. A couple boxes of crackers were set out.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Oh, God. No. Jesus, no. Like, that's horrible.
Right.
I mean, I like right now I'm kind of nervous laughing at it because it's just that bad.
Right.
Like it's not funny. Like I'm laughing mostly because it's that bad.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
I keep hoping there was a redeeming moment.
No.
Like, did a manager at least like get it? Like, was this at least like a really dumb assistant manager who was like, I don't know what I'm doing? And then the actual store general manager is just like, oh my God.
No.
You did not.
No, they even took and posted it on their Twitter for the store. Like they were proud of themselves.
Oh, no, just keep failing up. Keep failing up. Got it. Oh, sorry, I was having hope that like at least there was like the self moment Because I mean, it's one thing when someone actually has to tell you you've done stupid and you embrace it and go, you know, you got a point there. When it has to be the internet,
Right.
and you still just don't seem to get it.
Right.
That's sad.
Yeah, that's a problem.
That is a lot of problems.
So, I don't know. Like, I looked at it and at first, you know, because I normally try to defend corporate behavior because it's corporate behavior.
Mm-hmm.
But at this, I am like, you're kidding me. You're Walmart. You have most of the food in town, if not all of the food in town. And the best you can do for your and a full kitchen and a full deli.
Mm-hmm. Like, you have options to make all kinds of things.
Yes.
Like, you can do all kinds of things. You can make really good choices. This is not some podunk middle of nowhere, like, job site office or security, whatever. You know what I mean?
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, you got options. You're not working with a hot plate, maybe, or a coffee maker, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, whatever you can scrounge up. Like, you've got a full commercial kitchen.
Right.
Very much capable of doing more than
ramen
and crackers.
Yeah. Because I'm thinking back, and this one deal in, loved her to death. We got stuck in a snowstorm from hell quickly. It was night shift. So anybody that the police could go pick up were brought in.
Oh, and you have to have the police pick you up for work.
It was the only way we can get them on the roads because they even closed the roads.
Well, fair enough. I get that point, but it's like, oh, you know, it's bad though. When the police have to pick you up.
Right. Then just one DON, Joan. She comes in about 4 o'clock in the morning with these sacks. Now, this is before it was very common to have recyclable grocery bags throughout your house. So the best I can call them is sacks.
Okay.
Like 3 of them. Tote bags just looks like they're stuffed with everything. Says, I'll be back. Dawdles her little self back out because she was not a tall lady. She also wasn't a thin lady.
And she's bundled up for winter.
Right. Dawdled herself back out, came in with 2 crock pots, and that's it.
Okay.
Sets it up in the break room. She made some form of gravy that was delicious. It was a packaged gravy, but it was delicious. Like, I ain't going to talk bad about that.
Free food, dude.
Two crock pots of it. And says, the kitchen ain't coming in, so I'm heading to the kitchen. Can laundry come help me?
Okay.
Goes into the kitchen, cooks the residents' breakfasts. This is the director of nursing, not the director of dietary.
Hey, director of nursing, you know. It's like cooking breakfast for a family, just a lot of family.
Yeah,
big
87
family.
of us. Well, 87 residents. She also brings out a pan of biscuits, sets it down in the break room, says, make sure y'all eat.
Yes. As you should.
Yeah.
As you should. Oh.
So it's like, if a little podunk nursing home
can figure it out.
And was probably figuring it out then.
I mean, again, I'm sure there were employees that brought lunch or brought money to buy lunch. you know, as they would normally do. But if you're trying to do something quote unquote nice for people, ramen and crackers isn't it.
Right.
Like, can we just all agree ramen and crackers is not really hitting it?
Right.
I mean,
ramen and crackers just isn't a reward. You know, if it's the best you can do, let me rephrase that. If it's the best you can do, then it's the best you can do. Get that. But, no.
Okay. All right. So, fun question.
Uh-huh.
So the private schedule, I need to go ahead and start putting that in.
Well, yeah.
Okay. Although I have to say, I've worked at a company that really just did not care.
Right.
And it was still better that they didn't try. I think there would have been a revolt if they had put out ramen and crackers.
Oh, I'm sure of it.
Like, I cannot see.
Because you worked at one of the shittiest companies ever.
Oh yeah, well, this company had a lot of issues,
right?
And some of it was industry based.
It
Like, I'm not trying to totally throw off, but there's okay. This is debt collections. The people you hire to collect debt are typically very self-interested and financially motivated. And have fairly low empathy for others. I'm just gonna put it out there. That's the personality profile they're trying to hire.
Right.
Because those are the people that will keep coming in every single day, year after year, forever. And you deal with the issues that come from that. Because again, money motivated.
Right.
Low empathy.
Right.
So you better believe anything they tried to do for us as a company got exploited.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, if they could turn a buck off of it.
Right.
They found a way to turn a buck off of it. Like pizza parties, like it was the craziest thing in the world.
Right.
Like, you're watching, like, they will announce there is pizza and you will see a stampede and people taking like 20 pizza boxes out to their car. And it's like, you have got to be kidding. You couldn't just go to the break, go in there, because it wasn't actually our break room. We set the pizza up in. It was a training room. But you couldn't just go in there and grab a few slices, and then if there was some left over, take it home.
Right.
No.
No.
Oh, so Brenda says, my manager made a crock pot plus one huge jar of sausage gravy and a huge batch of biscuits and 2 cakes 2 hours before her shift started. For those of us that had to spend the night, company wouldn't okay. Or company wouldn't okay her buying us food.
Right.
Like, yeah, no. Oh, our company rarely okayed buying food.
Right.
Like, it was typically company-wide, and it was a brace for impact. Of course, then again, this was the same company that I was at work for, like, I don't know, 30-some hours straight. For which and I'm salary, so, you know. But yeah, I'm there for, like, 30-some hours straight, and they gave us 4 hours of PTO time. As compensation for our inconvenience. This was over a weekend.
Right.
And then set conditions on it that it expired within a month, but we had to put in 2 weeks notice to use it. And it was like, wow. Dang.
That's when I would just walked in and apparently pulled the same 2 cables another coworker did over a situation and walked out.
Oh, no. Well, no, actually, this what he did was not actually pull cables. He was gonna be forced to come in on the weekend to do a system upgrade. Which he did not want to come in on the weekend, like normal human beings, to do the system upgrade, and had tried to lobby for himself to be able to do it on a Friday night.
Right.
Which got shot down.
Mm-hmm.
So he waited until my boss went to lunch.
Mm-hmm.
And proceeded in the middle of the day to drop a production server to perform an update. And we literally sat there and realized what was going on simultaneously across the building. And it's like, oh, that's bad. Oh, that's bad. That's not good. You knew it was bad though when his retort to why did you do that is because IT doesn't influence collections.
Mm-hmm.
Because that comment just kept coming up in our company that we were a cost sink department who had no influence on revenue. Well, if I don't have any influence on revenue,
I'll run the update what I want.
Yep. Like I'll show you how fast I can drop your revenue. And he did to the tune of about $1,000 an hour. It was not pretty. Like it was ugly. Yeah, the
Do you keep up with him?
No, actually, they're like, I'm actually friends with my former manager on Facebook.
Well, here's the reason I asked this, is I was wondering if he works for a company that, I work for now, because it sounds like he does, just by his behavior.
I don't know. I mean, like, he like, I give him credit. He was definitely someone that, like, this was not his first plan of action. Like, this isn't where he started the conversation.
Right.
This is where after 5 years, the conversation went to. So I give him massive points for credit as well as like massive points for the brass ones to pull that stunt. Like that was a spicy career move moment. Because oh god. But yeah, I was the one that called my manager on that one and went, you might I want to go ahead and start putting your food in the to-go box right about now. And he goes, do what? I said, well, you know that update that, and insert coworker's name, was supposed to do over the weekend? Yeah. Well, he just started it and took down the production server. What? Yeah. President of the company already knows they're in a screaming match in the hallway. I think you want to get the check and pack your food and get back over here quickly.
Right.
Like, this is not going well. It was a fun moment, though.
Mm-hmm.
It was.
It's
I have to
3.
say, it was one of my best days at work.
Mm-hmm.
It truly, truly was. After, because I had been there 4 years at this point.
Mm-hmm.
And just the crap we took.
Mm-hmm.
And just put up with and put up with and put up with and just kept having happen to us. And just, Jesus Christ, like, you sit there and have the moment of like, I need to leave, I need to get out,
Right.
like, this is not good for my mental health, like, I'm gonna go crazy. But at the same time, working so many hours that you can't get out.
Right.
Like, when am I supposed to look for a job? I'm dead tired every time I go home.
True.
And then when am I supposed to interview if I work 80 hours a week?
And I think companies do that to keep you trapped.
Mm-hmm. Like, the only reason I'm not still there, and I will say this sincerely, the only reason I'm not still there is because I did not get approved for a car loan.
Right.
Like, because right before I left, I knew I was hitting a point where I needed to buy a car.
Mm-hmm.
And had tried to. And it wasn't so much I didn't get approved, I could have gotten approved. It was that I sat there and did the math, and I'm like, basically I pay for the car payment, the insurance on the car, and my rent, and I don't have anything left.
Right.
Like, the insurance was going to kill me.
Right.
Like, that was the one last thing. Like, we were filling out paperwork because I was like, I can afford the car payment.
Right.
Like, I was already kind of, oh, this is gonna suck.
Mm-hmm.
And then looking at then when I called my insurance agent, my jaw hit the desk.
Right.
You want how much per month? I was like, unwind it. Just stop there. We can't. No.
Okay.
It's like, I can't even believe I got approved for the car loan given the situation I was about to walk myself into. Like, there's no way.
Right.
But because of that, I didn't have any massive, like, contingency debts.
Right.
Like, I wasn't going to lose anything.
Right.
When I walked away. So I got to walk away. It was nice.
And that's always so useful.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I've never been so happy not to buy a car.
True.
Like, and that's just such a weird thought to have. But no, that's basically, like, I'm working IT. I have a 4-year degree.
Mm-hmm.
I've been there for 4 years. And I don't make enough to afford a car payment.
Right.
Like, not to buy a car outright, but to be a normal, average, productive member of society
Mm-hmm.
who has a car payment.
Right.
Like, yeah.
Yeah. All right. So I have 54 task blocks this week and 56 hours on the network.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know, so it's a little less on our task blocks, but I also have 2 classes this week.
Okay. Well, that's true.
Yeah. Do you need me to go over the private schedule?
Yeah, I need the private schedule, and then I will plug in the then I'll get the 2 classes next.
All right. So the private schedule is 6 to 9 on Monday.
Okay. Let me adjust that there. All right.
2 to 6 on Tuesday.
Okay.
Closed Wednesday.
Okay.
3 to 7 on Thursday.
Okay, so it's some minor tweaks. Friday.
3 to 7.
No. There we go. Yes. Saturday?
Saturday is 3 to 7.
Okay, that's the biggest change so far.
Yep. And Sunday is 3 to 6.
Okay. So we moved some hours around.
Yeah.
All right. Cool.
Yeah.
Yay, now I can update the email that goes out on Monday.
And Audacity.
Well, yeah, that's where I'm doing it.
Okay.
Sorry. Your regular hours are updated.
Okay.
6 to 9, 2 to 6, 3 to 7, 3 to 7, 3 to 7, 3 to 6.
Yep.
Awesome.
Yep.
So.
And Psychic Saturday is updated to 3 to 7.
Okay. Oh, okay. So January 28th. Well, I can update that one specifically. All right. So hours saved, close. Virtual psychic peers. Psychic option. Oh, there it is. So Saturday the 27th should just be 3 to 7.
3 to 7.
Okay. Let me update that real quick.
I bet that has that thrown a wrench at Emily and not only your schedule, but like his routine?
Oh, yeah. Emily says, howdy, hey, working on my schedule too. This whole extended snow day business has put a wrench into previous schedules. I can imagine, especially the way they do this crap now.
Yeah.
Like, it is.
Because I don't think our Fayette County was going to school all last week.
Well, they were already off on Monday.
Right.
MLK.
Right.
And then, yeah, if they got through any of the days this week, it was a miracle. Oh, and they just called a 3-hour delay for tomorrow. Oh.
Good gravy. 3-hour delay? I get 2. 1 to 2 hours is all we ever got. If it was 3 hours, it is canceled.
You know, it is kind of a question of, like, you're just going to get all the kids there long enough for lunch.
Mm-hmm.
And, like, 2 classes.
Right.
I mean, maybe a little more for the little kids, but...
You know, and then you got to settle them in.
Yeah, so she's thinking it's low temp. Because it is going to be cold as crap in the morning.
Probably.
But once we get into tomorrow, it should warm up rapidly.
Yeah.
Yeah, it really isn't worth it. But I'm sure that starts into instructional hours.
Mm-hmm.
And how much do you how many, of these 3-hour delays that really mean the kids are barely there, turn into less days you have to go to make up snow days.
Right.
Like if they give you the full day, like crunch them all down, and it's like, wow, you really only missed, so It's sort of like that, and they may have fixed the loophole, but I remember when they started getting really crunching down on truancy.
Mm-hmm.
But you could send your kid to school and pick them up 15 minutes after attendance was taken, and it counted like they were there the whole day.
Right.
So it was like,
yeah.
What? Then that kind
of... They were there for the day.
Like, they were here. It counts. It's like, what?
What? Where are we at?
So
Alrighty.
basically, mom puts you on the school bus, drives into town, picks up Starbucks, drives to your school after you've had breakfast and your attendance taken, and drives you home.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like, it could legitimately work out that way, and it would be like, nope, that counts as here.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
All right, so I've been noticing this with these stickers, and I think I'm just going to have to, like, there may be some sticker books that are dying.
Oh, no. Like the adhesive's just drying out?
Yep.
Ew.
Like they're peeling off the planner.
Oh,
And if
no.
that's the case, then we will buy new sticker books and move on.
There we go.
All right. Let's see what this week's going to look like, shall we?
All right.
Okay. First up out of the gate, we have the Six of Wands being able to help others. Although your lesson is to focus on your own work because we have the Eight of Pentacles, reminding you not to take on too much. The Ten of Wands.
That's Six of Pentacles, Eight of Pentacles, and the 10 of Wands.
Yep. All right.
Yay.
So let's move it over to you.
Okay. All right. So that's my Sunday for the week that we're just finishing.
Mm-hmm.
I have kind of liked this.
Uh-huh.
I really have. Though I think I upgraded a bit for this week.
Okay. Aw.
I know, right?
Uh-huh.
Like, it's adorable. Like, I wasn't sure whatever I was going to put the igloo, and then all of a sudden I realized,
yeah,
it would look so adorable.
It would, and it fits outside right now.
It does. It does. Granted, this would have been a better setup for last week.
Yeah.
But it is definitely. But I upgraded.
Uh-huh.
I upgraded my little icons for my appointments.
Mm-hmm.
So that's a composite 3 sticker image plus a hand-drawn box.
Mm-hmm.
Well, hand-drawn snap to shape box. But yeah, and then we're starting to, incorporate some things.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Got my little penguin down here.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what we're doing for this week. I also did a cut down of the same washi for the little brain dump section to put a little liner on it. But yeah.
How are you using? Are you using the sections like the battery and the stars?
Actually, yes. Like, sorry, I've been highlightering.
Right.
And I just realized that doesn't show up great.
Right.
So hopefully you're seeing it.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I've been using that. Been trying to fill in my gratitudes. Haven't done today's because today is not over.
Right.
But yeah, I've been trying to get those, mark my water and my mood and
Right.
things.
Okay. Are you liking it better?
I am. I wish I keep forgetting the do it section.
Uh-huh.
So I've got to get a little better on that.
Right.
But and marking off my things and remembering to do my things because I marked my things off.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that's probably my biggest holdup now.
Okay.
So not bad. Yeah. Well, plus last week was kind of a weird week.
Right.
Like we just kind of did. Oh, Emily says adorbs. Thank you.
Yes.
Pretty. Yeah, I thought it came out great. I like this one too. I really do.
Yeah.
It was like I had debates over what to do for this week, but
right.
I kind of love it.
I like that. I think that's really cute.
Yes. Yes, he is. Now the one thing I have noticed, and I have to kind of point this out, is this is that January sticker pack, which I love the images. I do not know what is wrong with that file.
Okay.
Because I finally figured out after 2 and some change weeks of using it, that every time I leave it open, my GoodNotes goes sideways.
Okay.
It is the only file I have that I've seen do that to GoodNotes. So I don't know what's going on with it.
Okay.
But it has just continuously gotten worse.
Right.
To the point that I open it, grab what I need, and then copy and paste, and then close it. Or else my copy and paste doesn't work. My GoodNotes locks up. My the GoodNote app crashes.
Okay.
I'm just okay, haven't seen that happen before. But it's a beautiful set. I really love it. I don't know if it's the image quality is too high or what has occurred here.
Right. Or it may just mean that you need to close everything and restart your iPad.
I did that.
Okay.
Yeah, no. I was there. I was well, it's been up for a while and maybe that's my problem. And yeah. No, I tried that. And the minute I reopened it, it just immediately started locking up again.
Yeah.
And stuff quit working. It started pasting the last thing that I pasted, not the thing I just copied.
Okay. So it's not,
which got really weird.
See, that sounds like an older computer running out of memory.
Yeah, so I'm thinking there's something going on with that file, that it's a little wonky.
Right.
But I just found that so weird.
Yeah.
That was a truly weird planner moment. Because nothing else I've brought in has pulled that stunt.
Huh.
So I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's something about the way the file's put together or what the deal is.
Right.
Or if GoodNotes just broke something and it was horrible time.
That's a possibility too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So either which way it goes, because I originally blamed GoodNotes and thought GoodNotes was the entire problem.
Right.
But I did everything I could. Trying to fix it at a GoodNotes level and be well, let's go ahead and turn off all the extras.
Right.
Don't try to word suggest. Don't tell me I misspell things. Don't do it.
Right.
Thinking that would make it better.
Right.
Yeah, that didn't work. It's literally if that file's open.
Right. And it may just be too big of a file.
It would not surprise me.
Right.
But I've had larger files.
Okay.
So I don't get it.
I don't either.
I don't know what it is. If it's just a malformation in the file, it's something that went a little wonky with the file when it got made or imported, or I don't get it.
Right.
I've never seen this. In all the time that I've been using GoodNotes, this is the first real moment I've seen it totally want to lock up and crash.
Mine's done it a few times because I'm still playing with GoodNotes, folks. If we get through this year and I get super good, then I may move to digital because Happy Planner is becoming more of a issue.
Come to the dark side. You can have pages that look like this and you don't have to worry about throwing out sticker books.
Well, and I get that, but on the other side of that, it's a texture thing, but it's, being able to make sure it's usable.
Absolutely.
And that's kind of the problem right now, is making sure it's usable for me and that it does what I want it to do. And a lot of that is just getting used to the pen and getting used to the pad and getting used to the theories behind it.
Oh, yeah. No, I think it's definitely one of those things you have to walk before you run. Sometimes you have to crawl before you walk.
Right.
Because it does take a little bit to get used to it. I think part of what may have also helped me, which I hadn't really thought too much about, was the like Samsung Galaxy Tab, whatever the crap it was, because God, Samsung, can you reuse enough product names?
Right.
Whatever. It had a stylus.
Mm-hmm.
And I think my time spent using it did really help in terms of transitioning.
Right.
Like, and it was better.
Right. So it's going to take some time. I still have to play with it and get used to it. But no, I am going to probably be using that for my business planner, which I don't show. I show my catch-all planner.
Yeah. Well, because there's things in your business planner
that I
probably not good for human consumption.
No. All right, guys. So I'm going to flip through my dailies because I did get them pre-done this week. And again, and next week we're going to be moving into the gray planner because the white planner runs out.
Awesome.
I don't use this one this often. So I'm trying to use up my Go-Getter sticker book.
Oh, wow.
So we got
feeling the encouragement this week, right?
Yes. Well, that whole book is encouragement.
Well,
which I really like. Like, I love the Go-Getter sticker books. They had a lot of things I use. And it's like the journaling one. Oh, I got to go back and do Friday. I didn't do Friday.
What about Friday?
Because I changed this from priorities to remembers. This is where the invisible schedule goes. This is where Techie Joe's affecting my life goes. This is going to be where I keep up with the meds. This is where I keep up with the plan. And this is the plan. It's the ideal plan of my day. Does it happen? Not always. And then my to-do list and appointments, which can have a post-it note put over them if I need to make more.
Yes.
And then we finish this planner out. We do a monthly review, and this one goes into the record books. And we pull out February's, which you guys will see next week. We'll be setting up February.
Yes. Have you gotten your February stickers yet?
I have some, and we already have some February stickers. I will probably buy some new February stickers when we go out on Wednesday.
Cool.
Yeah. Like, I'm thinking about just buying a brand. Like, I may do that. All right. Who do we got here? We got Brenda here and Emily. Would you guys like to see me use just one sticker book for a month?
One sticker book, 1 month. Like no other sticker books.
Discounting the date stickers because they're already put in it from another sticker book.
Okay. That's fair. Brenda likes the mix and match. Emily's thinking about it.
Okay. All right. So we'll see. I'm going to see what they have. It's getting harder to find sticker books because there's a company moving into Joann's that I'm not really pleased with.
Oh, Emily likes the idea of a challenge.
Yeah.
So we're split currently.
Right.
Shannon! We need a tiebreaker.
Well, I may try that for next month. We'll see what we can find. Because I got to thinking, a lot of people don't have the ability.
Ooh, we persuaded Brenda.
Right.
Try it for February. Experiments are always fun.
Right.
Now that vote has shifted. Look at Brenda not voting for a dill pickle.
Uh-huh. Would be more interesting if you had a sticker book that has a particular theme. It does. Each sticker book does have a theme. Like there's Go-Getter, and it's like all the stickers are Go-Getter.
Brenda's laughing about the dill pickle. Yeah, each sticker book is themed in different ways. Sometimes it's like, this is for dates, this is for travel,
Right.
this is for birds and florals, this is for, like, it just goes like on down the line.
You know, this is a Stargazer sticker book.
Okay, well, let's show them. There we go.
Oh, yeah. Well, get the right. Thank you.
This
is Stargazer. An older Stargazer, but a Stargazer, and everything around it is about space.
Ooh. Yeah, it's a really pretty one.
Yeah, it was a really pretty book.
It's empty.
Do I have a newer Stargazer? Muslim Heart.
Like, he has bought the Stargazer so many times.
I've bought different versions of the Stargazer.
I know, that's what I'm saying, is like over. Like, you love that one.
I do. But like, this one is a date sticker book, and it's just dates. So this is more of a functional sticker book, so that wouldn't count.
Yeah.
You know, that's what we're using for the, as you see, that's what we're using to do the dates, because I got undated planner pages.
Oh, the only reason Emily was able to catch us was because she's letting Minimont stay up a little later due to the delay tomorrow.
Yeah.
But she'd definitely watch it.
Yeah. Okay. So we will see what we can find. We may have to go and, you know, harass and see if I got some coupons, and if it's a markdown week at Hobby Lobby, because Joann's is allowing EC to move in.
Yes, the evil EC.
Well, they're just fucking tone deaf.
Well, they are. It's not really that they're evil. That's an overstatement.
You're right.
They don't play well with others.
They don't put. You don't put the safety of a high school graduating class at risk just so they can have a graduation you resemble as a graduation.
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a lot of people that are struggling with how to, like, survive the panini, while also trying to preserve, you know, tradition.
Right.
And it's a struggle. I'm not gonna lie. That's a struggle. But I think if we can all, you know, because we did end up having to, like, do Christmas and Thanksgiving and birthdays and anniversaries and vacations differently.
Right.
You know, I mean, it sucks. Like, it was a horrible year to be a graduate.
Right.
It was a horrible year to be a student.
Right.
It also is nice to be alive.
Exactly. You know, so no, I'm not going to move to EC. I don't care what they offer their affiliates. Apparently, they're offering a lot more than like Happy or any of the others, because some of those affiliates have gone back to being tone deaf.
Yeah.
You know, if I change planners or planner systems, I give a reason.
I just have to ask, did we, like, cancel culture?
No. I'm before cancel culture. I'm grudge culture.
Well, there's that, but I'm just saying, like I just suddenly had the realization that like, they got swept up in being canceled for their behavior, and then it's like, you know, I haven't heard a good cancel recently.
No.
Like, it's been a minute.
Well, there's some people that are just always canceled.
Well, yeah, but like, it hasn't been like the cancel of the week.
Well, no, that's because they all learn to behave. But like, you know, James Charles will always be canceled. At least for me, his painted palette can go paint a box somewhere. Yeah. 10 foot by 10 foot by, I think, 14-foot concrete.
Probably not a bad idea. No, there were people who legitimately deserved it.
Right.
We're not going to question that. But I just meant in general, it used to be who's getting canceled this week, and it would be a laundry list, and then it's
Well, now, however, I think they're using it. Here's an example, and I noticed this. I like him, but I'm gonna fuss at him anyhow. Use him for an example anyhow. Jeffree Star,
right?
Love his products, love his work. He's come up from nothing. I can agree with all this. He recently had a scandal come out. Remember, we even talked about it on the show.
Oh yeah, the whole dude came to his house to do tile work and posted it on TikTok, and it was really weird.
Yeah. Okay.
Because supposedly he propositioned him for sex, and it's weird that one hadn't come back around. Girl, we are on a cliff with this.
Well, again,
Hollywood didn't care.
A week later, he drops a new palette.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, really? Is it just better to save on advertisement to create a scandal?
That's sort of like 90s and the sex tape.
Right.
You know what I mean? Now it's like everyone has an OnlyFeed, okay? Right. Sex tapes aren't selling. Right. It's just so passe to have a sex tape now. Mm-hmm. Just to turn around and be so we're gonna have drama.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want any drama. Here is my drama.
Exactly. All right, guys. So we hope that you have an amazing week. It looks to be busy. We're going to see how this works. And remember, just because you have a routine doesn't mean it can't change. And you change it when you have to.
Absolutely. Your schedule has to work for you.
Right.
All right. So, of course, we want to thank Beverly Walker, Mika G, Kathy, Mary Winfield, Brenda, Shannon C, Shannon D, Lady Gwendolyn, Charles Shaw, Tracy Van, Caitlin Bell, and Devin. If you'd like to learn more about us, the show, and how you too can become a Patreon sponsor and receive all the wonderful benefits our baristas receive, please visit us at PCSPNetwork.com.
Yes. Good night, y'all.
Good night.